हम आपके अटेंशन के लिए सच्ची खबर में झूठी
ऐसी सच्ची खबर का क्या फायदा जो लोगों तक
क्या आपके अटेंशन को हमें हाईजैक करना है तड़कती भड़कती सनसनीखेज।
Hello, everybody. We're here again with another episode of Red, White, and Brown on Live. And we have with us here today Sonali Bendre.
Hey.
Very enigmatic Sonali Bendre, guys. And she's here to talk about her new show. And the new show is Broken News, which is going to be released on Z5. And we've seen the first look of the show, Miss Bendre. Tell us more about the show.
I think the title of the show is a great play on what it is about. It's the breaking news culture and how the news is broken in that culture. And that's what the show is about. The struggles of the characters in the show. I play Amina Qureshi, the editor-in-chief of a news channel called Awaaz Bharati. And the other character is Dipankar Sanyal, who's the editor-in-chief of another news channel. And there is Radha Bhargav, who is a reporter. And the choices they make, the compulsions that they face, and the problems that they face, and so what is actually happening in their professional lives and a part of it in their personal lives also. And how are they navigating this situation is what the series is about.
Oh, wow. So this I figured out is also an adaptation of the BBC One series Press,
Right.
I guess, which was released in the United States in 2019, and it was actually very well received here as well, and I guess it is set in the challenging newspaper industry environment, and it is the news environment. Yeah. And of course, it traverses not only the personal, but
Press was based in the newspaper industry, and the Broken News is based in the news channel. But as you said, it was well received, and I think it was well received because it's so pertinent. And so this adaptation is more relevant today. It's about today's society. It's about what is happening today. And what would you say, the problems, and what are the choices that can be made, and what is the hope, or is there no hope? But where are we today? It's what I would say is we're showing a mirror to the society, and I hope the viewers kind of see it and identify and understand that these are the issues. And if you understand how it works behind the scenes, how the wheels kind of work together or don't work together, I think a lot of us as viewers will be able to understand and be able to identify the information that comes to us. There's certain amount of there is a certain amount of fact checking we will need to do ourselves probably. And the show basically shows you the mirror, puts a picture in front of you and asks you that, what kind of a viewer are you? Aap kya dekhenge? Kya sunenge? Sach ya sansani? And
well, that's a very important question, because we like to blame the media for everything, for all analysis, but ultimately it is what we want to believe that we see. Even on social media, we blame social media for everything, but we lap it up. We do not want to. We tailor our news feeds to literally what we want to read, right? So that's exactly the biases that we come with. We want to believe things that we want to believe, right? So I think that's what the premise here is as well. But did you
also, because it is like you said, it is media houses, it is a business, and business is economics is demand and supply. If you don't demand it, there's going to be no supply for it. So the point, that's exactly what we are saying over here. It's like, you cannot find, let me it's like you're shooting the messenger. who is truly the villain, or is there a villain actually? Because what we need to understand is also the fact that it's what are we watching, and that if we can kind of get people talking about and identifying and sort of understanding, it will be a big deal. I love saying this, and I've been saying this again and again, but we in the information age that we are in, we are kind of mistaking information for knowledge, and it's not knowledge, it's information.
It's information.
And we take it as knowledge, and we think it is amazing, because knowledge is something to be revered. Knowledge is something that you want to acquire, but information is just information. Now, that information can become positive, can become negative. It's up to you how it is used. It's a tool.
Fact checking is our job. It's our job. It's not the job of the person providing the information. You're absolutely right about that. Did you end up watching the original show before?
Yes, I did.
You did.
Yes.
All right. So, how did you decide on the comeback role? How did you feel that this is the role that you want to play in because you were away from the industry for such a long time, and of course we've been. I'm a huge fan of yours, so I've been following your thing, and what a brave person you are. Your entire thank you for being such a role model.
Thank you. My God, yes, that's so sweet. You're just making my day. Thank you so much. But when I came back and I said I want to do roles and I want to get back to fiction, it took me a while to find the role that I would be playing, only because there were a lot of stuff that was coming to me, and we are all, I wouldn't call it being trapped in an image. I wouldn't, because it gave me a lot, but there was a certain image, and there's so much more to me than just that. And I really wanted to move on in this phase of career where I would be able to be more than what my image has been. And so one was that. Two, I wanted to play my age. I do not want to fight aging. It's the inevitable. You cannot be perfect. My illness taught me that there is such beauty in imperfection. And I'm sure there are some amount of people who will agree with me and will like the imperfection. And it will not just be about having this perfect face and whatever and all of that. It's not going to be that. So I wanted to play my age. I wanted to play a character that had a voice. I wanted to play a character that stood for something and had a voice, stood for something, was real, and was, because a human being and what is real is never perfect. It's not only good or only bad. There's a lot of gray. You're a human being. I wanted that realness in the character that I played, and I wanted it to be a story which had some sort of a message and yet gave hope.
Absolutely.
And I think Broken News ticked all those boxes for me.
Was there a difference? Is there a difference between how the movie industry works and how the world of the web, the streamers work?
Well, not too different in that sense. It's like a long film. When you shoot, because it's not like I finished this episode, and then, because you're shooting it like a movie, and it's just that it's a longer movie, so you're getting, instead of it being a 2.5 hour movie, you're getting like 6 or 8 episodes out of it. So in that sense, not too much. But the beauty of OTT is that there are just so many new voices that are out there. And I think when I was working in movies, we were what you would call pan-India actors, because, okay, not we, definitely me, because I have worked in Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Marathi. I've worked in all of these movies also. So definitely we were in that sense pan-India. But when you do pan-India, there is only certain amount kind of stories that work in that spectrum. But because of OTT, it started with multiplexes, and then with OTT, what has happened is that we now have an opportunity where you can tell different stories. Voices that never had a platform, or voices that didn't have a place where they could tell their stories, now have a place where they can go to and tell their stories. And those voices, be it of actors, be it of writers, be it of directors, technicians, but there's a whole lot of people who can tell stories of voices that have not had the voice earlier, which is very exciting to me as an actor because it gives me a whole new range of characters to choose from. Thank you.
How's your experience working with the new crop of actors like Jaideep Ahlawat, Shreya, and Shreya? I mean,
Yeah.
these are a totally new genre of actors who, you know, wouldn't have otherwise made it.
Like I said, those in all those boxes that I wanted to tick, this was the main thing. I wanted to work with the voices that were new and who were doing different kind of work. So because when I came in here, I wanted to learn, and I'm learning so much from them because they work differently. The way they approach their roles is different. The way they work on the set is different, and it's so exciting for me because I'm learning so much new. So I was very excited to work with Jaideep and with Shreya. Both of them are such amazingly talented actors, and it was such a pleasure to work with them.
It was such a pleasure having you, Ms. Bendre. And for our listeners and viewers, Broken News comes out June 10th, and Ms. Bendre will be Amina Qureshi. And it is set in the fast-paced and challenging environment of the TV news industry, and it will immerse viewers in the personal lives of these professionals and the dilemmas that their characters will face. And the series is going to follow their lives as they attempt to balance work and play, ambition and integrity in a 24-hour global news cycle and an industry which is in turmoil. And we can't wait to watch you again on the screen, Ms. Bendre. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.